Welcome in here to episode number 151 of Burns and Berman. For those that can't tell, that is not Burns.
That is not Burns.
Is Michael Mursky.
As
he is filling in for Vegas bound Burns. Well, not bound. He's in Vegas right now. And we figured, why not? There's no kickoff. Instead of just doing a kickoff show on Sunday where two of the games will have already been played, why not do a kickoff show now in the slot of Burns and Berman? So Michael is here filling in for Burns as we get things going. Michael, how are we feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm excited for Wild Card Weekend, Super Wild Card Weekend. I didn't realize you guys were still starting your episodes naming with like the episode 151. Yeah. I didn't realize you're.
It sounds like actually that the NFL is starting to go away from the Super.
Oh, they're not doing that this year?
I've heard rumors that they're kind of like going away from the Super Wild Card.
Well, let's see. I mean, I don't know. I guess so. I mean, I haven't really heard. Yeah, looks like it.
Good move.
You didn't like Super Wild Card Weekend? No. Why?
Felt unnecessary.
Yeah, but it made it, super.
Did it?
Oh, you didn't feel super?
No.
Well, you're not going to be at a wild card game, Josh, tomorrow.
Yes.
Here in
but before we get into that, we have some very interesting news that came out today. NFL related. The All-Pro teams came out.
Yeah.
And Lamar Jackson, keep in mind, for those who don't know, the AP voters who vote on the All-Pro teams.
It's not super, by the way, this year. I just looked at all the NFL communications emails. It's not super this year.
The voters for MVP and the voters for the All-Pro team are the same people.
Right.
And they, by a wide margin, voted Lamar Jackson to be first team All-Pro.
And there's never been a discrepancy other than when Adrian Peterson won the Super Bowl. There's never been a discrepancy between the first team All-Pro quarterback and the MVP. Thank you. Since Adrian Peterson won the MVP. And yeah, it was like a margin. It wasn't close.
Yeah. So
which I'm a little surprised by, honestly.
Me too.
But, well, hold on. Here's the thing we've been saying now for a couple weeks. First team All-Pro does mean who's played the best, right? It's not who's more valuable. That has nothing to do with first team All-Pro.
But we don't know if that's how the voters feel.
Right. It maybe is how they should. Like, I would also probably put Lamar first team All-Pro and then
me too.
For Allen as MVP.
I 1,000% would. I think Josh Allen's the MVP. My first team All-Pro absolutely would be Lamar. So, very, very interesting. Are you aware that you're muted? Okay. So that's very interesting.
Wow, I just looked up Kyron Lacy. Will, what you just commented. You know Kyron Lacy is, Josh?
Yeah.
He's LSU wide receiver.
Yeah.
He's very good. He's going to go to the NFL. Maybe not like a first round pick, but he's like a pretty good receiver. Either late first. Wanted on charges of negligent homicide and hit and run.
Well, you're not going to the NFL anymore, buddy.
Yeah.
Whoa. Wow.
That took quite a twist. He's a very good player.
Oh, so was Henry Ruggs.
He was wanted on charges of negligent homicide and felony hit and run following a December 17th, 2024 traffic crash that killed a former Marine, and injured two others, Louisiana State Police said. Wow. He's 24. That's
not a good look.
That's big. No, it's definitely not.
We don't know yet, but pretty much all the major media outlets are saying it's not looking good. I watched the hearings. I kind of came away with a different opinion, but it sounds like a lot of people. No ruling has been issued. There has been no ruling issued, but it sounds like the general consensus is the way they're leaning is not the way that we want it to go.
I've got my Maryland basketball shirt on. It's like a Lego-themed Maryland basketball shirt. I'm going to the Maryland basketball game tonight. Maryland, UCLA. I'm going as a fan. Last time I was in College Park, I went to cover the game, which is a little crazy coming from a 17-year-old. I guess. I don't know. I mean,
Yes,
people are
yes,
like,
crazy.
people have to, oh, you've gone to College Park. Yeah, but for work. Anyway, 4 games. Nope. 6 games.
There you go.
2 tomorrow. 2 AFC ones tomorrow, and an AFC 1 o'clock Sunday, followed by 2 NFC at 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock Sunday.
Let's
And
get into it.
the Monday night game, which was supposed to be played in Los Angeles, will now be played in Arizona. Yeah, let's go.
All right. By the way, after we're done our picks, we got something else to take care of, which we're going to do live on air as well.
That's right.
All right, but first up, I already gave my picks for these 2 games because I did not know whether thing was going to be the kickoff show, so I already gave my picks for these 2. I already gave my picks for all of them on TikTok because I released a playoff bracket, but right. I'll go more in depth on here. Starting things off, though, Chargers, Texans. Interestingly, Michael, this is the only playoff matchup this week where these 2 teams will meet in the playoffs for the first time. This is the only one.
Wow. Yeah. Denver and Buffalo. All right. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. The Texans are playing on Saturday at 4:30 again. Wild card weekend. And they have not looked very good. Luckily for them, they play in the AFC South. But they have been they've not been playing very well.
No.
I mean, they put up 2 points against Baltimore. And the Chargers have. And I think the Chargers are going to win this game, as most people do. What's the spread for this? I don't actually know.
No idea.
I don't have. Let's see what the spreads are. But yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, me and Burns are both on the Chargers.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud, look at this. CJ Stroud can become the first Texans quarterback ever with 2 playoff wins.
What?
Yep. He'd be the first Texans quarterback to ever win 2 playoff games if the Texans win.
That's insane.
The other Texans quarterback to have won Texans quarterbacks to have won a playoff game.
Watson never won 2.
Sean Watson won 1. Brock Osweiler won 1. Matt Schaub 1. TJ Yates 1. CJ Stroud 1. So if the Texans win, CJ Stroud will be the first to 2.
Yeah, the Chargers are -3 in Houston. This game's going to be on CBS. And the Chargers don't have any more victories. Sorry, the Chargers have more victories against the spread than any other team.
Wow.
In the NFL. And the Texans have the least victories against the spread of any team in the playoffs.
Interesting.
So,
another interesting thing here to note. We didn't talk about this on Burns and Berman, but I think it's worth noting because I think that it's something that kind of gets lost. So the Texans this year against playoff teams, 1-5. The Chargers, 2-5. So neither team has fared very well against playoff teams.
No.
But what's your score?
My score is Chargers. I like yours. You said 23-17.
That is what I said.
Yeah, I like. Until
I'm realizing now for the first time, Burns went normal scores on all 6.
Interesting.
I just realized that.
What do you pick for this game?
35-20 Chargers.
Yeah, Texans. I mean, they've been struggling recently. I'm going to go with the Chargers here, 26-20.
All right, moving on now to the game that we will be at. The Ravens and the Steelers. I'm going to mention this for every team because I haven't talked about this and actually don't fully know on all these. So against playoff teams this year, the Steelers are 4-3 against playoff teams this year. The Ravens are 7-3 against playoff teams this year. That's let me look. I'm pretty sure that no team in the NFL has played. The Ravens are the only team in the NFL that have played 10 playoff teams.
Well, we've played.
The Raiders are 1-9, so that's 10.
Have we not played every team in the conference?
Every team in the conference, but that includes
and Washington.
Yeah,
there's your 10th.
And Philly.
Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah,
Wait,
so the Ravens are tied with, believe it or
that's
not, the
not 10.
Raiders, the only teams that have played 10 playoff teams. The Raiders went 1-9. The only team they beat was us. The Ravens 7-3.
Yeah, the Ravens have played the Chargers, Texans, Steelers, Broncos, Bills, Eagles, and Commanders. And Buccaneers.
I will point out, though, that a 4-3 record
Jeez.
against playoff teams, the only teams, so the best record against playoff teams this year, the Chiefs 7-2, Lions 6-2, Eagles 5-2.
Chiefs also the Ravens have played.
Eagles 5-2, Ravens 7-3, Bucks and Steelers 4-3. Those are the only teams with a winning record against playoff teams this year.
Wow.
All right.
And they have the hardest strength of schedule for next year in the AFC.
Yeah. Mark Andrews has never caught a touchdown in the playoffs. That needs to change. Lamar Jackson needs to be Lamar Jackson. I already talked about this game. The magic number of 25 is still alive. 12-0 with 25 or more. 0-5 with 24 or less points-wise this year. So that's the magic number in the cold. Not snow, but in the cold. We'll see how we fare, Michael. And without Zay Flowers. Me and Burns are both on the Ravens. What are you going with?
I am going to the Ravens, and I think Mark Andrews is going to get in the end zone. He's been doing it. He's now got six straight games with a touchdown after starting the year with no touchdowns.
Yeah. Most consecutive games of the receiving touchdown in Ravens history, breaking the record held by Michael Jackson.
Wow.
In our inaugural season.
So you could say Mark Andrews beat it.
Yes, he did. He did beat it. Good job. Good job, Michael.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway. Well, hold on. I've picked against the Ravens. Picked against
Michael
the Ravens
and Burns.
more. Yeah.
Michael and Burns have picked against the Ravens once. Me and the fans have not picked against the Ravens all year.
When did I pick? I picked against them against Buffalo, I think.
Yeah. Burns picked the Ravens more than any other team this year as well. Not just me and Michael.
Yeah. Well, because it kind of makes sense. By the way, this spread is 9.5. I don't know what I think about this spread being higher than Pittsburgh, or being Buffalo and Denver. I don't like that, being honest. Because
yeah, me neither.
Yeah. I mean, I get kind of why the spread is what it is, but yeah.
All right. What's your score?
It was 34-17 last time, and I agree with you. I think the Ravens lose if they don't put up 25 points.
That's why I specifically get same score I gave last time, 26-23.
I say it's a touchdown game. I don't think if it's a 3-point game, I don't think the Ravens are winning, because I don't think it's going to get to that point unless it is something like 26-23. I think if it's like one of those tough it out, nitty gritty AFC North playoff games, which it could be for sure, then I actually think Pittsburgh would win.
In theory, yeah, but the Ravens have Derrick Henry, so
I don't know what that means, football watcher. I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult.
Same thing he said about Burns.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but I'll go with the Ravens. 30. 30-23.
Another thing about the Steelers, they are only the third team ever to enter the playoffs on a 4-game losing streak, and the first team to do that in 25 years.
I'm very excited to be at this one. This should be a very fun atmosphere tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree.
I am very much looking forward to it.
Me too. Moving on to the final AFC game, the Broncos and the Bills. From now on, I will be giving my picks alongside Michael. Fan vote will be up later. Against playoff teams this year, the Denver Broncos went 2-5. The Bills, not very good, 2-3 against playoff teams this year. Bills went 2-3 against playoff teams, losing to the Ravens and the Texans in weeks 4 and 5. They beat the Chiefs, so that's 1-2. They lost to the Rams, that's 1-3. And they beat the Lions, which is 2-3. There it is. That's when it was. Wow.
And their other loss was to New England.
Yep. Here you go. Strength and strength, though. Broncos led the NFL in sacks, third in scoring defense. The Bills' offense have allowed the fewest sacks. So most sacks versus fewest sacks allowed. Third-ranked scoring defense, second-ranked scoring offense. Josh Allen, Michael, is tied for the third most career touchdown passes on wildcard weekend in NFL history. He is 3 touchdown passes away from tying Ben Roethlisberger for the most touchdown passes in a career on wildcard weekend. which is why his playoff stats are so inflated. He is 1-4 outside of wildcard weekend. But
yeah, because he had that one game where the Patriots,
where
the Bills played the Patriots, and it was like 45-10.
I couldn't get over this. I sent this to you.
And there was a
Since
shootout.
the Bills bye week, Von Miller leads the NFL in pressure rate since week 12.
I actually did not see you send that to me.
Yeah. Since the Bills bye week, week 12, Von Miller is number 1 in the NFL in pressure rate amongst qualified defenders, which he, by the way, people were like, oh, is he barely? No, he had qualified by like 20 snaps. So it wasn't like a case of a guy like barely qualifying and having, no, he was, the minimum was 50 snaps and he had 79. So, yeah. All right. We don't have upsets of the week. We don't have locks of the week, but if we had a lock of the week, this would be it. Give me the Bills. I don't see it being close at all. Denver, you had a hell of a year. You proved me wrong, but you're not winning this game. Give me the Bills 33-10.
You don't see it like at all. Like you'd be shocked.
I would be.
Yeah, I'd be pretty surprised. I did see that, Francis, that Sean McDermott is very good against bald coaches. He has like a very high winning percentage.
You mean Sean Payton?
Sean Payton, yes. Sean McDermott's the bald one, actually. But I agree. I think the Bills are going to take care of business. We were talking about this yesterday in the broadcast for Notre Dame and Penn State. There's a game or two every playoff, every year that you just know it's going to go a certain way. Bills are 8.5-point favorites, over under set at 47.5. This is 1 o'clock on Sunday on CBS. Jim Nantz and Tony Romo are going to be on the call for this one. And yeah, the Broncos, I know they played the Chiefs backups, but whatever. I still think their most impressive game was last week.
Well, the fact they won 38-0. It wasn't the fact that they just beat them.
They won 38-0. Like when
which Nick Wright decided was further proof that Patrick Mahomes is the MVP of the NFL.
I'm actually watching Nick Wright right now. He's on my TV talking right now on First Things First on FS1. They're talking about Lamar and MVP compared to Josh Allen. Also,
how many times has Allen played Mahomes in the playoffs? 3 times.
The moment that I knew Bo Nix was for real, Josh. First of all, well, there was a couple moments, but they lost this game. But when they played in Baltimore, and I didn't go to that game, but when they played in Baltimore and he caught the touchdown, and he really took that hit from Marcus Williams, I was like, wow.
No, he didn't. Actually, he didn't impress me very much at all against us.
No. But I would say that the moment that I knew that he was actually something and not.
No,
I don't know.
Me, the moment for me, it was when he played Tampa.
Oh yeah. They did. They were on the road. You're right. Yeah, they went on the road to Tampa and they beat him. It was 26-7, but that was week 3.
Yeah, that was the game. I was like, okay, he got my attention.
Yeah, and then they went to beat the Jets and Raiders, and you're like, oh wow, Broncos have won three games, but it was the Jets and the Raiders. They're not very good.
Yeah,
and then, well, they turned out to be pretty good. They also killed the Falcons. They
lost to the Bengals
team. Yeah, but that was that was overtime. That wasn't. Bo Nix played pretty well. He had that crazy touchdown pass to.
All right, let's move on though. To
Mims. Mims is very good, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh no, we didn't make picks for this game.
Oh yeah, you didn't give your pick. Sorry.
I am taking the Bills. 35-22. Buffalo.
All right. Next up, I'm realizing that I typed the wrong team in for Burns. That's really funny. I typed in Packers. Eagles, Packers. Here's the thing with Green Bay. They're sneaky. They're sneaky. And I think with a better matchup, Green Bay could absolutely give them a scare. Absolutely. I do not.
I think with a better matchup, Green Bay is a Super Bowl contender.
Possibly. I don't see Philadelphia losing. It has nothing to do with the Packers. I don't see the Eagles losing. It's really that simple.
Yeah. I agree. I think the Packers would be very good, and I think had they been the 6th seed, that they would have beaten the Bucks and moved on, and I thought they would have been pretty good. And then would have been Detroit after that, which I like that matchup for them actually better than Philly, and they play close against Detroit now. But yeah, I think the Eagles are going to win. It's at home. You got that home field advantage exists in Philly, that's for sure. And the Packers coming to town. I'm going to take the Eagles to win here. Spread. Let me see what the Vegas odds say. They say the Eagles are favored by 5.5 points. The over/under is set at 45.5. They played week 1, by the way, I remember, in Brazil. It was 34-29 Philly. That was Saquon Barkley was crazy in that game, which he did for like half the game.
Shocking.
Yeah, but that's like before we knew what Saquon Barkley was going to do in Philly.
Yeah, AJ Brown is banged up, but
that's when it was a joke to make fun of Giants fans for losing Barkley. And then it didn't become a joke, and then it became very real.
Yeah.
Very quickly. But yeah, Saquon Barkley's been incredible. So has Josh Jacobs, by the way. Not as good, obviously, but still better than people expect him to be in his first year in Green Bay.
For sure.
Give me the Eagles here, 24-20. I'm going to say the Packers do cover.
I think the Eagles are going to put up a fight. I mean, I think the Packers are going to put up a fight for sure.
That's not a lot of points that I picked, but
this game is the most combined regular season wins in a wild card game ever. 25 combined wins between the two. Never seen a wild card game with this many combined wins in NFL history. Give me the Eagles to win. Close game. More points, though. 28-24. Same score margin. Moving on to the Commanders and the Bucks. This is going to be fun. This is the first time in Wild Card Weekend since 2020 where both teams have averaged 28 or more points. So take the over. Is my translation on that.
And the Bucks and the Commanders played in 2020. That was the Taylor Heineke game. That was when that
was the last Commanders playoff game.
Yeah.
And their last playoff win was against Tampa in 2005.
Nobody gave the Commanders any chance. Tampa was heavy favorites. Taylor Heineke starting at quarterback, and then he put the team on his back, but they still lost.
I did see this. Ron DeSantis declared today Mike Evans Day. Which,
really?
Cool.
Nice.
I
did not see that. Okay.
Sure. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Why does Mike Evans need a day?
He's good.
I don't see a Lamar Jackson Day here in Maryland.
I don't know. Anyway, this game to me is the biggest toss-up of the weekend.
I agree, and I'm picking the Commanders, and I would not be surprised if I lone wolf.
You will be, when lots of the fans are with you.
Yeah. Oh, here's an ad for Maryland and UCLA.
What's your score?
UCLA is ranked 22nd. Maryland is unranked. My score is... This was also Jaden Daniels' first NFL game. Yeah, they were showing it on NFL Network yesterday, like late at night. And I turned it on for like a little bit. Yeah. The Bucks won. These two teams played week 1. Actually, that's the second. The Eagles and Packers played week 1 too. So that's 2 week 1 rematches.
Pick your score.
Shout out to the schedule makers. All right. I'll do the Commanders going on the road, upsetting the Bucks on Sunday Night Football. 30-27. Should be a very good game.
Agreed. I think Tampa is going to pull it out, though. I'm going to say 34-30.
I'm actually going to go with 30-24, not 30-27.
All right. Moving on to our final game to pick. The Vikings and the Rams taking place in Arizona. I did not know this. There is an extended playoff history between these two. They played a lot, and it was a lot in a row. 1969 Western Conference Championship, the Vikings beat the Rams by 3. In the 74 NFC Championship, the Vikings beat the Rams by 4. In the 76 NFC Championship game, the Vikings beat the Rams by 11. In the 77 divisional round, the Vikings beat the Rams by 7. In 1978, in the divisional round, the Rams finally beat them, doing so in convincing fashion, 34-10. In 1988, the Vikings beat the Rams 28-17. And in 99, the Rams beat the Vikings 49-37. This is the 8th time that these two teams have met in the playoffs for the first in 25 years. The Vikings are tied with the Cowboys for the most playoff wins by an organization. They've each lost 31 playoff games.
Playoff losses, not wins.
I mean, yeah, playoff losses.
There's a big difference there.
Yes. The Vikings and Cowboys. The Vikings can break their tie by not winning the Super Bowl.
Oh, really?
This is another interesting game. I could see it going either way.
It's crazy, by the way. All those championships you were saying and all that, just for them, for one of those two teams has never won a Super Bowl.
The Minnesota Vikings are the most cursed organization. No team has had no team has had as much success as the Vikings have had without having 2+ Super Bowls, and the Vikings have 0.
Yeah.
Every other team that has had even close to the amount of success the Vikings have had over their franchise's history has won 2+ Super Bowls. 2+.
It's crazy. Josh and I did the game on Sunday against the Lions, and we're probably going to do. Well, we're going to do the game on Monday. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. We will do the game on Monday in Arizona. So the Rams and Cardinals season ticket members, got the first chance to purchase the tickets for the game. It's in the Cardinals Stadium, and 52,000 tickets were sold in that 2-hour priority window, and now general tickets are online at SeatGeek.
I mean,
so now, of course, they can be resold, and
right.
Cardinals fans had the opportunity to do that too. They could also resell or buy and then resell to Vikings fans, I guess.
So if we're going off of this, Stafford and McVay. If we're going off of this, but it's more. There's more to that. If we're just going off of that, yeah, I mean, there's no question. But
with Darnold.
Between answering this question here.
Oh, Stafford and McVay are kind of. Oh, yeah. I mean, one's a better coach and quarterback.
Yeah,
but that's not that. But that's not what you go off of.
Have won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Something that the quarterback who lost that Super Bowl gets more credit for than the quarterback who actually went on to win it. But the Vikings, I do think are going to take care of business, but this could go either way. This is going to be a great game, but I think Minnesota wins 23-21 Vikings. What do you got?
I'm going to the Vikings. I'm going to go 31-23.
All right, now we have an important order of business to take care of.
That's right.
Because it is time to talk about the Nexties, our annual award show. We need your help. Michael has not seen this list yet, and because of that, we're going to probably switch some things around, but I took the liberty of making nominees for everything except for one category. I need one more for another category, but obviously your input's going to change some things around.
Right.
But this is what we have right now. Let's go one by one. Let's start with most disappointing team. My 4 nominees would be, this is not in any particular order, by the way, all of these right now. Most disappointing team, Jets, Bears, Cowboys, and Niners. Any team jump out?
Other like, and not share this doc with
another
me? Can you share this doc?
Yeah, I'll do that after.
No, can you share it just like I mean, I had to be zoomed in.
Yeah,
which means I can't see the chat.
Sure. I'll
That's the reason.
Send it to you right now.
Yeah,
I'll send it to your Gmail.
Okay, that's fine.
Just sent. But most disappointing team. Is there any other team other than the Jets, the Bears, the Cowboys, and Niners who should be nominated? Or is that the deserving 4? Jets, Bears, Cowboys, Niners for most disappointing team.
Let's see here. I'm on the spreadsheet. Okay. Could Cleveland be on there?
Over who?
Chicago.
No.
Hold on. What was the Bears over under this year?
I mean, the Bears were looking as a bit. To me, the Bengals are the only team that is not in here that we could include.
Oh no, the Bengals have to be on there.
Over
Bengals for sure. I picked the Bengals to go to the Super Bowl.
But over which?
Over the Bears.
You think over the Bears?
Maybe the Cowboys because that got hurt.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but the Giants and Raiders, nobody really expected to do well. That's like why. Like they were bad, but they weren't like people expected. Like the Niners definitely deserve to be on here.
Like yeah, like okay, Bengals or Cowboys for that fourth nominee.
Bengals.
I'm okay
for sure. I think Bengals might be number one.
Okay, then let's.
They weren't hurt.
It's true. All right, let's do it.
They weren't hurt. They were a healthy team, and they should have won a lot more than they did.
Fair enough. So, yeah. All right, most improved team: Chargers, Broncos, Vikings, Commanders. I mean, those are the 4 new playoff teams. Any problem with that? To me, that's the clear cut. I mean, those are the 4 teams that made that. There were 4 new playoff teams. It was those 4. So, is there any other? To me, I think we got the clear cut 4 nominees here.
I definitely go Chargers, Broncos, Commanders.
Michael, the Vikings were mediocre and they were almost the number 1.
Okay, fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Most up and down team: Bengals, Rams, Bucks, Steelers.
It's like the first year, by the way, the Vikings have not been on this category.
Yeah,
like the Vikings are always here.
This is like the Vikings.
Steelers, award. Yeah, I think Atlanta.
Atlanta's a good one.
Pretty up and down. I don't know though if they're like I don't know who they be put above. But like up and down, like the thing with the up and down, like the Bengals and the Steelers is the Bengals are very bad and then they were good, and the Steelers are very good and they were bad. It wasn't up and down and up and down. It was just up and down one time. Right, like the also similar to the Rams.
Right, we have a biggest collapse award. It's different.
Like a team like Miami.
Are a good one.
Right, the Cardinals. What about Miami?
Cardinals and Falcons are 2 really good options.
Yeah, I'd say Cardinals, Falcons. Yeah.
And the Seahawks, yeah.
I mean,
but like we need 4 nominees. And again, the spirit of this award is not a team that went up and then went down, or a team that went down and then went up. We're talking week to week, like we have no idea what they're going to look like. Which is why I think we take out the Steelers.
Yeah.
Take out the Steelers. They are nominated for the next category, not this one.
Does a playoff team, can a playoff team really get into biggest collapse?
We'll get into them next. We'll get into that next.
Okay. This is for what?
This is most up and down. Yeah, I mean, same kind of logic that with Cincinnati.
Falcons.
But same kind of logic with Cincinnati. Do we take a Cincinnati out too for that reason?
Yes.
Put the Falcons in there and put the Cardinals in there.
Okay. Now, biggest collapse: Falcons, Seahawks, Steelers, Colts. This year, there was no real, no one really collapsed.
Can I give you one?
Go ahead.
I know it was only 2 games, but they put up a combined 91 points in the first 2 games. And
interesting.
91-29.
Interesting.
And went on a huge run of losing, and that is the New Orleans Saints.
That's interesting.
Because, remember, we didn't expect much from them, and they didn't have a good year. And if you look at it, they only won the first 2 games. They won, by crazy, and they beat good teams. They beat the Cowboys, they beat, and then they went. I think that's the biggest collapse, because they lost so many games. They got Dennis Allen fired.
No, wait, Chicago.
Chicago
needs to be. That's oversight. My bad.
That's the
This
collapse.
is why I'm doing this on here with you guys. The Bears. Who are the Bears over?
The Bears. Well, did the Cardinals? No, wait, no, they're not on here. Never mind.
Yeah,
the Colts.
Falcons,
the Colts.
Steelers.
The Colts really collapsed.
Yeah. I mean, it was just that Giants loss.
No, the Colts didn't collapse. Yeah, the Colts have, if you look at their games, they.
Yeah, Chicago, 1,000,000% is a nominee. The Saints are an interesting one.
Did Seattle collapse?
I mean, they were leading the NFC West.
Yeah, but they won 6. They won 6 of their last 8. I'd put the Saints. I'd put the Saints there over Seattle.
I'm with you on that. I like it.
Falcons,
I
yeah,
like
because
it.
I remember after Mike Evans got hurt, like there was no, and then the Falcons beat the Bucks
I like
twice, and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, Falcons." I keep the
I like
Falcons on
it.
there for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
These next 3 are all ones I need help on.
I don't know.
First one,
What else
play
would
of
be
the
on
year.
here? Yeah, I agree with all these.
Me too. That's my whole thing.
The
Is which
only other one
play of the year? What is? Yeah. What did I miss? To me, it's those
I
clear
think
by
the
far.
the Amari Cooper to Allen lateral
Okay.
should
Over
be.
which one?
But right, over which one? None of them. I don't think any of them should be over. I don't think any of them. So like, I guess it'll be the Saquon. The Saquon hurdle is the only one that wasn't a touchdown,
Right.
and the Cooper to Allen lateral was. But the Saquon hurdle was also like the Saquon hurdle was. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if it was the most impressive play. Like the Hail Mary wasn't really like. It was impressive, but it wasn't like. But that's probably
To me,
one.
these are pretty clearly the 4 best plays of the year.
I think these are the 4. I think there's a clear like top 4 in whatever order, and then there's also a clear 5th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another interesting one, and I struggle with this because I went week by week, and I swapped games in and out. My only problem is having 2 Ravens Bengals games on there, but I didn't. It didn't like both of those games to me were better. I'll tell you what the ones that were in here and got swapped out were. Commanders Eagles got swapped out. That was the first.
What about Commanders Bengals?
Yep, that
Monday
was
night.
I was about to say Commanders Eagles, Commanders Bengals, Chargers Bengals, all were in here and got swamped out.
Chargers Bengals Sunday night. That was actually a good game. I don't know.
I don't want to have both Ravens Bengals games, but I can't tell you which one I think was better.
I think the first one was better.
Okay.
I think the first one was better. The first one went to overtime.
Yeah. Okay. So
I think the first one was better, and I think the best Commanders game of the year. Well, I think the best Commanders game of the year is Cowboys Commanders, but that's on there. Well, the Cowboys Commanders game was just crazy because it's such a bad game. The thing with Lions and Buffalo is that like the Lions were always
absolutely
Buffalo.
Not. I don't think that one's even close.
Right, because Buffalo was always in control. How about
Lions
Bills?
is nowhere near here.
No, what about Bills Rams?
No,
wasn't that like 45?
The Rams were up big in that.
Yeah, and so were the Bengals in the Chargers game.
That's why I took it out. Commanders, Bengals is the one that I'm.
What about Falcons Panthers from Week 18?
No,
that was a crazy game.
44-38. I'm thinking Commanders and Bengals.
Chiefs didn't have. Yeah, I think so too.
Commanders Bengals. Which week was that? Like
3.
2 or 3.
Yeah, we called that game.
Which week was that? 2 or 3?
3.
Yeah, you're right. All right, I left this one out because I just didn't even know where to begin. Funniest moment / storyline. I didn't even know where to begin on this.
Bears. Just the Bears.
Yeah. The 2024 Chicago Bears.
Deshaun Watson. No.
Maybe. We'll put it on here, but potentially swap that one out.
Michael Pierce? No. I don't know.
Again, remember, this is storyline. Like, we don't want
to... Oh, Will Levis. Those pictures.
Yeah, Will Levis
is hilarious. Yeah, Will Levis.
I'm changing this award. I think it should be funniest storyline, not funniest moment. Or should we keep it?
I keep it. Keep it moment storyline. Keep it moment storyline. What else? Funniest moment of the year. No, the Jets was like whatever. It was funny, but I don't think it was that funny. What is the funniest moment of the year?
Did
Dan Campbell say anything funny? I don't know.
The Chris Collinsworth memes.
The Mahomes glazing? Yeah, Mahomes glazing memes. I think that was funny.
Mahomes glaze memes.
What football cake? Oh, the Netflix cake. That was funny.
No,
that's not. Yeah, it's not. I don't know. I guess these are our 4.
No, we gotta have more.
We can move on for now. Maybe someone in the chat comes up with one. Let's see. Here, I'll just look it up. Funniest moments from NFL season.
Trying to think.
I have no idea.
Me neither. Yeah, let's just go with those 4 for now.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins doing the swag surf. That's a good one. But I don't think it's as good. All right. This one's interesting because I can only think of 3. Hottest seat for next year.
Well, Pierce would have been on this list. That's for sure.
I can only think of 3. Because it's regular season based. And if anybody has a surprising loss this weekend, then they can be the 4th. But it's regular season based. The voting's going to go out today. So
I do think first, actually, by the way, question. Is it crazy to say that the head coach of the loser between the Ravens and the Steelers is fired?
the fan bases will want it.
Yeah, like I think if I would not be terribly upset if the Ravens fire Harbaugh for those the Steelers. And
Well,
I think Tomlin should be on this list.
why?
Well, because I can't think of anyone else. It's not like the fans are.
We got Dable, McDaniel, and Taylor.
Well, not
Stefanski?
McCarthy. I don't know. Coach of the year.
Right. That's why I didn't include him. But to me, that's more realistic than anyone else.
I guess. What? LaFleur is not on the hot seat.
Packers fans are just, yeah.
Are you serious? What kind of? That's stupid. I feel like, Steichen.
Shane Steichen.
I know.
Shane
I think
Steichen
had the Falcons made the playoffs or the Bucks, I think Bulls would have been on this list.
Okay.
But
Shane Steichen, I think is a good one.
Steichen, really?
I mean, he's my 4th, but
last year he was like the runner-up for Coach of the Year.
Right. Again, he'd be my 4th, but
yeah. All right.
We'll put him on there.
Are we voting on these today too, or
I'm going to put the fan votes out? Yeah, we can vote for him too.
On the show?
Assistant Coach of the Year. Ben Johnson, Aaron Glenn, Brian Flores, Vic Fangio. Yeah, anybody else you want to nominate?
No.
To me, it's
perfect. Yeah.
To me, it's those 4 100%.
Yeah.
To me, it's clear cut.
Yeah. I know what order I put them to. I can tell you right now, I'd go Flores.
No,
Johnson.
don't.
Okay.
We don't want to. We gotta.
Okay.
Yeah, Cliff, maybe Cliff, but no.
All right.
Coach of the Year, same thing. To me, I
think Campbell.
O'Connell, Andy Reid, Dan Quinn, Jim Harbaugh.
I'd put Campbell above Harbaugh.
Really?
Well, I think Harbaugh's the clear number 4 here. I'd put Campbell above Harbaugh.
I wouldn't.
What was the Chargers' record last year?
They had a top 5 pick or top 6 pick.
They were, 5-12. That's true. Washington was 4-13. Yeah, but like,
I like these 4.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Most improved player. I feel like I'm missing somebody.
By the way, do consider putting, instead of Fangio, Kingsbury.
Someone mentioned it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
Francis,
I wouldn't, but I don't think it's crazy. That's crazy. Not at all. I mean, that's not crazy, but I wouldn't.
Most improved player.
To me,
Vaughn, yes. Darnold, yes.
give me somebody to replace Bryce Young.
Right. I don't know.
Give me someone to replace Bryce Young, because I think the other three are no question. Because that's the thing. I just feel like I'm missing somebody.
Yeah. I don't know.
This is not comeback player of the year. This is most improved player.
No idea.
I'm going to give the chat a little while, but to me, I think it's those four. I just... There's got to be somebody missing. But I guess not. Most disappointing player. Another thing, I feel like I'm missing somebody. Anthony Richardson, Tyreek Hill, Travis Etienne, CJ Stroud. I feel like I'm missing somebody.
Those. The entire Bengals defense.
Except for Trey Hendrickson.
Right.
Who had an amazing season.
Insane. How bad they play. Most disappointing players.
Keenan Allen did exactly what I thought he would do. Keenan Allen had a great year. He was their wide receiver, like 2. He's dependable. Just Bears fans didn't know what to expect.
Rodgers, maybe.
Aaron Rodgers is a good one.
I
like that over Stroud.
Over Stroud, yeah. I'd put Aaron Rodgers over Stroud.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
This is comeback player of the year. Give me someone to replace Justin Herbert.
I don't have anyone.
Me neither.
Oh, Herbert was hurt or what? He was hurt last year?
He did get hurt at the end of last year. Someone said Saquon for most improved. Honestly, comeback because the only thing is he didn't come back from an injury. He just like in our award show it does.
Yeah. So who's gonna win?
I still think Darnold will win.
Or Dobbins?
I would not be surprised.
Keep Herbert. Just keep Herbert for now. I mean, yeah.
This next one to me, you got your clear 4. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Bucky Irving is the only other option over who? To me, it's no question. It's those 4. No doubt.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Defensive Rookie of the Year.
That's crazy, by the way. 2 teams.
2 teammates. But
you don't think Nick's is Offensive Rookie of the Year nominee?
Over who?
I guess Brian.
Bo Nix is 5th, but he's not over any of those. In my
guess
opinion.
Brian Thomas.
Yeah, you get 3 all-time great. Like you can't take out any of those 4. It's good, and it's not. And that's not even. And you guys know my thing with Knicks. That's not even a Knicks take. It's just you can't take those 4 out.
All right, fine.
Defensive Rookie of the Year is
I guess
Cooper's an interesting one.
Over to Gene,
maybe. I guess. I like these 4 though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like these 4. Non-quarterback offensive player of the year. Is there anyone? Is Jahmyr Gibbs 4th? Like who else? Because the other 3 are obvious.
Right. Jefferson? No. Maybe.
By the way, for those unaware, this is a we distinct that this is non-quarterback. Just so you guys see that. That is a we make it clear.
Non-quarterback offensive player of the year.
Like to me, Gibbs is the last guy. I like it. Defensive player of the year. I like these 4.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, I think those 4 are perfect.
And MVP, it's not even a question. I mean,
MVP is pretty easy.
Not even worth talking about who else it could be. It's obviously those 4.
Josh, when it says Josh Ballard and Michael Ballard, is that are from last year?
Yeah. I made a copy of the document and just handed the nominees. I just didn't go
Okay,
through
good. Because I would have wanted to keep that, like just to see, you know.
Well, it's
You have one of those, right?
Yeah. That's why let's just clear them for now, because
Well, here, so I'm just gonna copy and paste mine.
Oh.
Hold on,
do we have a different? Is there a different award? Is one of them different award?
Yeah, I took out most surprising team because I felt like that and most improved were repetitive.
Oh,
Do you?
I guess, yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean,
All right.
All right. So let me organize my.
all right. There. All right. We can do that. Now, Michael, do you have anything else to add before we end today?
Oh, we're gonna end. We're not voting on it now.
No, because we have our award show where we reveal it.
That's true. Oh, you're right. Okay, fine.
Well,
When are we doing it?
I got to put out the fan voting.
Right. When are we doing it?
So around the NFL honors, just like always.
All right. Fine. Deal. All right. Cool. That's it.
See you guys. Go Ravens. See you guys later.